It was a paralysis poison his doctor had given him for emergencies. He was just about to leave when his sister came over. She hugged him and told him to stay safe, not push too hard, and come home anytime if he got tired or scared. She and their father would always be waiting. Then he took the emperor's finest horse from the stables and began his trip. The next day he reached a small village, but the locals still looked at him like some kind of criminal, at best a chicken thief. So he posed as an officer from the Yu clan, claiming he was searching for something for his master's son. He asked if anyone had seen a red glowing stone on the mountain. The villagers were confused, until an old man said he'd seen that light at sunset while walking the mountain. It looked like a red beam reflecting in the evening sun, and Huan quickly asked where. The place was called Pagoda Mountain, but the old man warned him not to go. It belonged to the Nine Dragons clan, and they were no normal bandits. They were savage. That only convinced Huan he was in the right place, so he asked the old man to guide him there. The man was scared at first, but after Huan pleaded with that near-teary face, he gave in. The two headed into the forest. Once they got close, Huan refused to risk the old man's life. He only asked for directions, and the man pointed the way. Hein promised he'd be rewarded. At sunset, the red light appeared. It was the virgin ginseng. Hein moved at full speed, crossing the stream, and thinking that if he got discovered, fighting underwater would give him the edge. At last, he reached the Nine Dragons' stronghold. He wanted to avoid a direct fight, so he spread out his spiritual energy to search for the virgin ginseng. Instead, he found a bandit beating a woman, and when her child started crying, the bandit turned toward the girl. For a second, Hyun hesitated, but then he stepped in. In an instant, the bandit dropped dead on the ground. Hyun hadn't meant to interfere, but once he saw the mother and child, he decided to see it through. More guards came out from a nearby hut, and our saggy hero quietly put them all to sleep. After dragging them into a cabin, he found several other villagers locked inside. There was no way he could leave them behind. The problem was, they were terrified and hard to control, so he put the child's mother in charge and quickly laid out a plan. When a guard came into the cabin looking for his missing men, he saw them all asleep and instantly figured the prisoners had done something. He opened his mouth to shout, but the saggy man chopped him in the neck and sent him to sleep with the others. Now the plan could begin. First target, the main guard post. The saggy man crossed the area in the blink of an eye and got beneath the tower. A torch was in one hand, his other hand held a strike packed with power. Pouring spiritual energy into it, he slammed the post with everything he had, toppling the whole guard tower along with the man on watch. No one saw that coming. Then they remembered it was the signal. Everyone had to evacuate and run. At the same time, a figure shot past at crazy speed. The loose-skinned man with a torch. He rushed to ignite one of the